You have a pile of English grammar books that you don't read, and you feel bad about it. Yes, you've tried taking traditional English classes, but they were no use because they were too much effort or too boring, so you decided to quit. You've checked online and tried some of the amazing English study techniques that are out there, but there are just so many, and you feel that you don't make fast progress, right? I understand, and I totally agree with you. It can be really difficult to stay motivated when you start learning a new language, especially when you don't have much time. And these days, who really has time? So, I know what your question is. How can you use your limited time in the best possible way and see your English improve quickly? And this is the question that I'm going to answer today. I'm going to share with you 5 action plans that will help you improve your English effortlessly at home. My name is Michelle and you're watching Let's Talk, the place to take your English to the next level. So come on, let's get started. So the first thing that you should do is listen to English that you don't understand. Oh yes, you heard me right there. Okay, how did I learn English? So when I was a baby, everyone around me spoke English all the time. Yes, my family members, they use English a lot. And I did not really understand a thing. It's how you learned your first language as well, isn't it? Guess what? Adult learners can benefit from this too. Yes, you can benefit from other people speaking English around you. Okay, think of the people who go overseas, as in who go abroad to study or work, and they go with zero English or minimal English. And if they happen to live in an English-speaking country for just a period of 2 to 3 years, they come back with a whole lot of English to be able to communicate fluently, isn't it? I'm sure you have a friend like that. So what really happened there? Did they join any English-speaking classes? Probably not. They were just exposed to a lot of English, and that helped them grasp the language super quick. So, my suggestion to you is do the same with your English. Overload your brain with it, and that will lead you to learn English faster and also more naturally. So, like I said, I'm going to give you an action plan in this lesson. My first action point for you is try to do some background listening. Now, don't worry, it's nothing technical. This means listening to English while doing other things. So basically in background listening, you don't have to try to understand anything really. You just have to let your brain do the work subconsciously. So put on the radio, a podcast, a movie, an audiobook, or an English song while you're doing something else. So you could do this while you're driving, right? When you're doing house chores, probably when you're cooking, you could listen to some English songs or watch an English movie on the TV, or while you're cleaning the house. Sometimes when you're traveling on public transport as well, so like you're in a cab or you're in a tube or a metro, or while you're taking a walk in the park. That's the time to listen to some English, but not really pay that much attention, because right now we're talking about background listening. So you'll be amazed at how effective this is at improving your English. You keep it up for 2 weeks and you will notice the difference yourself. The best part is you don't even have to focus and understand. All you need to do is listen. It's that simple. So your action point 1 is listen to English around you, put on English music or English movies while doing other things. Do you focus on your mistakes? That's my second question to you. Who doesn't make mistakes while speaking English? I do make mistakes. Even native speakers make mistakes. So making mistakes is natural. More than that, I believe that you cannot really learn apart from making mistakes. But how can we use these mistakes? Do you know that your mistakes have a great potential to improve your English? Well, that's true. Well, what you need is a language partner or a teacher to help you correct your mistakes, because a good teacher can find your mistakes and push you towards correcting yourself. Hang on there. What if you don't have a personal English tutor? So, don't worry if you don't have a teacher to do that for you. Be your own teacher. Correct your own mistakes. Do you know what research shows? Research shows that if you correct a mistake yourself, there is a very low chance that you will make the same mistake again. So, it can get better than that. how can you do that? That's the question now. How can you be your own teacher? Well, let me help you with that. I would recommend that you record yourself. That's your action point. So when we speak in a foreign language, we focus on getting the grammar right, using the right words, and things like that. But this means that you're forgetting about something. And what is that? Correct grammar, good use of words. But what about pronunciation and making mistakes with pronunciation? How can we fix that? Well, as I just recommended, record yourself speaking English. I know, I mean, it's really weird to hear yourself. I feel super awkward listening to myself. But this way, you will be able to find your pronunciation mistakes. Mistakes that you don't realize that you're making while you're speaking. But when you record yourself and listen to yourself, you'd be like, oh, I pronounced that word terribly. So it's a great idea to record and listen to your own self and to correct your pronunciation mistakes so that you don't make them again. So this is how you can tap on the potential that your mistakes have to correct your English. Guess what? Pajamas and tea can help you learn English. Yes! Stress is not the learner's friend. It's not at all your friend when it comes to learning English. One of the most important factors for learning English, I believe, is a stress-free environment. Having said that, let me ask you a question. Where do you practice your English? In a classroom? Do you think it's stress-free? Okay, another question. Who do you practice it with? Probably your teacher, right? And again, that's not very stress-free. Although these are amazing places to practice English, but I'm going to give you answer to these two questions, that where should you practice English and who should you practice English with in order to learn it faster and without much effort. So, two great places to practice English are either in your favorite cafe, yes, or at home in your slippers with someone you feel comfortable with. So, let me talk about my action point here. Apart from practicing in the classroom, you should invite your friends at home or at your favorite cafe and have conversations on various topics, whatever topics you like. But do remember to have those conversations in English. Now, this has two benefits. First, you get to meet your friends more often. Well, that's always an added advantage. But the main benefit that you have is you get to learn from each other. Well, that's true. We often tend to pick up good words and phrases from each other, and this will indeed add to your vocabulary. So I truly believe that the best place to practice English is in your comfort zone. Now, the fourth way to improve your English with minimal extra effort is read comics. Yes, really, I said that. Comic books are a fantastic way to learn English for a few reasons. The first one is you can see the action happening, so it's easier for you to understand. So when you're reading a comic book, you can see what's happening. This way, you can guess a lot of the meaning and you can stay motivated to keep reading. And everybody loves pictures while reading, isn't it? So comics are a great solution for that. The second way comics help you is it's writing, but it's speaking too. That's right. Comics are a great resource for learning English because you work on your reading skills, but at the same time, you can see how people speak. Since most comic books are just lots of conversations. Remember, looking at comics, they have call-outs here, and those are good examples of conversations. And the third reason is it's fun. Almost everyone enjoys comic books. So if you enjoy what you're doing, you learn better. As I said, stress-free environment is what is going to help you learn English. So I could recommend two comic books. One is Tintin and the other is Asterix. They're especially good because they have great stories that even adults can enjoy and children as well. So why not? Read comics and try to improve your English there. Absolutely, with zero effort and lots of fun. And finally, sing your heart out. Yes, you heard me right there. Do you want better English grammar, better English vocabulary, writing, reading, listening, speaking, and confidence? Of course you do. So singing is a great way to improve your English. It's not only fun, We all know that regular singing in English can add amazing words to your vocabulary. So, don't wait for a band to invite you in. Start singing in your shower, in English, of course. Because no one can hear you there, and you can make all the mistakes that you like because nobody is listening, but you still get to speak and sing in English. It's a great way to build up energy and confidence in the morning. But not only that, it's specifically good for your English. Let me tell you how. So, singing in a foreign language improves, as I said, your grammar, vocab, your reading, listening, and speaking as well. So, a little singing every day can make a very big difference to your English. And obviously, it's fun, it's effortless. You can do it at your home, in your shower. You don't need to go anywhere, you don't need to pay any extra bucks. So, my action plan is Google the lyrics to your favorite song. So, for example, I love Photograph by Ed Sheeran. So, I would type Photograph by Ed Sheeran lyrics. So, I read them up and I learn them up and then I sing them away in my bathroom every morning. And you can do that too. And I would recommend that you change the song every week so that you get to know more language, you get to learn more words from the new song, okay? So that's my final tip for you. Sing away in English to improve. So guys, these are my top tips for improving your English effortlessly at home. I think these tips are pretty easy. You don't have to wait any longer. Start the 5 action plans that I've shared with you today and you'll soon be on the way to more confident speaking. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.